We have finally made it.
Ooh.
Our last football game of the
Tears.
season.
But bang.
And it's the Super Bowl.
bang.
Chiefs,
Tears.
Eagles. We have picked basically every game all
game.
season.
Not even
college
basically, we
and
really have.
football. Yeah, really. And this is the last one, and it's the best one. You know, the Chiefs going for their three-peat. The Eagles looking for revenge. Kansas City 1.5 point home favorites. Technically home because the refs are there. 1.5 point favorites. Total 48.5. And I'm throwing out the money line because it's so close. Chiefs are minus 120 on the money line. Eagles are even money right now. Mario, we've talked a lot about what this matchup might look like. We've talked a lot about the refs. We've talked a lot about how the Chiefs have got here.
Yep.
Who are you going with in the Super Bowl?
Okay. I've thought about this
Long and hard.
long and hard and long. Very, very, very deeply.
The anti-Mike.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I've gone back and forth a couple times on this because on one hand, it's Patrick Mahomes, and you just never bet against Patrick Mahomes
It is Patrick
in the
Mahomes.
playoffs.
Yeah, he's playing for the Chiefs.
Also, Chiefs are 7-0 with a spread under a field goal. Spread right now is 1.5, so that
A
falls
lot of
within that.
directions moving.
A lot of, it's pointing in one clear direction. Also, refs have been kind of favorable to Chiefs in a few spots.
You think?
Everything's pointing to the Chiefs, but for some reason, and I want the Chiefs to win. I want the three-peat. But something in my brain just telling me,
In the gut.
just deep inside my soul, is that there's just not a three-peat coming this time.
Damn.
I'm going money line Eagles.
Wow.
Money line,
Plus even money.
even
Plus
money.
You don't need a
even-
1.5.
You don't need the money, the 1.5. No. Money line Eagles. I just think they flat out just get it done. Score prediction, I think they win 31-24.
So the over.
So the over. I still
Eagles
like the over.
correct score prediction.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you have it. Big win, it sounds like,
yeah,
for the
that
Eagles
is a
based
big
on your
one.
score prediction.
Yeah, just by touchdown, but
You said what?
31-24.
Oh, I heard 35. Ryan, you've been a Chiefs rider the last 24 seasons.
How long has Mahomes been in the league? 7 years?
Yeah, no, you've pretty much rode the Chiefs since Mahomes became a starting quarterback, and it has profited greatly.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
You're getting a chance to bet him in another Super Bowl, a game which
fantastic.
he is typically pretty good in.
Oh, it's amazing.
Are you going with the Chiefs here?
Oh, no doubt. Not a doubt in my mind. Going with Patrick Mahomes. A word of advice, though. When they go down, and they will go down like they do every Super Bowl, bet their money line because it's the best you'll get it at, and you'll win almost every single time. Patrick Mahomes being down. But for this case, yeah, minus 1.5 I think is free. One team's just been there, done that. The Eagles, I mean, they're really talented. They're probably the most talented team in the league, like just roster-wise. But
Good defense.
yeah, good defense. Their offense, I mean, it's crazy all over the board. They have a good offensive line, good everything. I'm betting on Patrick Mahomes to just do what he does every time in the playoffs. And also Jalen Hurts, again, I still don't know how in a game where I know he's gonna have to score 35 points, how he's gonna do against this defense and Andy Reid. He did well last time. I don't know how. I think Saquon is not going to be as effective as every other game. I know the whole stat of Chiefs haven't let a 100-yard rusher in 18 straight games, whatever it is. I love that. I
make
think
it 19.
I think it's going to be a huge factor. I just don't see how such a good coach as Andy Reid all of a sudden changes that dynamic. They face just as good running backs in many other games. So I don't know. I just think the Chiefs should handle business here. But I love the over because Mahomes is just a chameleon to whatever the other team does. I don't see the Eagles not scoring points. It's very hard with that offense. So they're going to score a lot of points. That's why I love the over. And the Chiefs are just going to get it done. I actually like 35-31 Chiefs. Eagles last second score to make it a little.
Everyone loves the over.
Oh yeah, I love the over for sure. Oh,
Mike.
Chiefs and the over.
You're a big Chiefs guy.
Huge.
No, not really. I would love for both these teams to
No,
lose,
he's a big
but
Saquon
that's
guy.
not.
You
Saquon.
want everyone to
He
fail.
said he's off Saquon, remember?
Mike
I mean,
wakes up
Saquon's
and
my
decides
second
to hate.
favorite player in the league.
No, you can't do that.
Oh,
now.
here he goes.
Okay.
2 weeks ago he was off Saquon.
Yeah, you said you were off Saquon.
Bow.
Now he's back on.
Regardless,
Regarding.
regard me. I don't care about either of these teams. My biggest bet of the game is 150,000% the over of 48.5.
Oh, wow, everyone's
Right when it was on the 49.5 to open, I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. I thought it was only going to go up. I was proven wrong. It's gone down by a point. I'm hammering it even further. All over it. And then when we talk about the winner, the spread, the money line, the outcome of the game, I was thinking about this and I was like, hey, so if we look at rosters and history and resumes, the Chiefs are probably the one that are going to end up the victors on this one. But then I saw little old Roger Goodell. Little old Roger.
Little Roger.
Lil Raj.
What did Lil Raj say?
So Lil Raj made a little announcement to the media.
Lil Raj,
He
yeah,
made a
he
little
did.
statement.
He did.
And he said, I think it's ridiculous that people think the refs are helping the Chiefs. Right?
Is that what he sounded like?
He's on, pretty identical.
Pretty
that.
identical.
Mike's the really good
Lil Raj.
impersonator.
You know Lil Raj.
Yeah, that's a little Raj for you. But again, here's the thing: is that what at the end of the day will sell the better headline? Is it going to be Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs and the refs get three-peat Super Bowl, or Saquon Barkley, ex-Giant, first year on the Philadelphia Eagles, wins a championship and cements his name into the Hall of Fame? I like the second one better. I'm taking the Eagles
What
plus
is going on?
1.5.
Wow, there you have it. Okay, so I liked the over 2,
But not anymore.
but Mike is. I mean, if you've been following the podcast on NFL, Fade Mike is the best pick we've given out
For
in the
spreads.
history of the podcast.
3 years in a row.
No,
I'm counting.
spreads and totals. You
Wow.
picked totals all season too.
Yeah, but we didn't, isolate.
If he isolates, maybe
total-
his number
total
goes
record.
up a couple percent.
Yeah, let's isolate though.
He Mike loves to isolate
If
himself.
you have the stats, feel free to share.
I don't have the
You're
stats.
picking like a 34% clip. So I guess I'm not betting the over, although I like it a lot, just because Mike loves it.
Wow.
But this is a really easy play, unfortunately, and the answer is going to be the Chiefs. I'm not betting the spread. Refuse to bet the spread. The
no
Chiefs,
point.
every
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl is
Bet a
within
winner.
a couple points. So I'm taking the minus 120. I know it's kind of a cop out. What are you doing
Square.
for betting the Chiefs?
Yeah.
I didn't think you throw that out for Mario.
Mike, look.
Yeah.
I'm
I
betting
mean
the
Ryan.
Eagles.
I mean, Ryan.
Money.
Yeah,
Profit. 10
10
straight
I mean, I think I was like,
wins.
I think I was
No,
like,
that's fair.
I think I was like 20% better than Mike in picking games this season.
More than
But
that.
the Chiefs are the easy pick here because of
too
the
easy.
narrative. I disagree completely on what sells a better story. I don't think a lot of people care. I think Saquon already did his thing.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts already did his thing.
Yeah.
It's making it through the NFC, 2,000 yards rushing, almost breaking single season record, like carrying the team, multiple touchdown games in all the playoffs. He's already that story's already played out. What they want is a first time three-peat in the NFL, and it's going to happen with the Kansas City Chiefs. I've said all season, or I guess since the start of the postseason, if the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, I will be protesting the NFL next year and not watching a game. So I'm betting on it as kind of a hedge against myself. If the Chiefs win and I can no longer watch the NFL next season until they lose the Super Bowl, then at least I'll get some money with it. So this was going to be a big bet for me, and I love a lot of props in this game as well. But basically, the refs aren't going to let the Chiefs lose. It's the same story we've heard over and over and over and over and over again. And I feel like every week, we said it before the AFC Championship, we basically said after the Texans game, there's no way they let this happen. There's no way they let the main narrative be the refs in the game against the Bills. That's been the main narrative after the game. That's all anyone talked about. That's what we talked about. That's what ESPN talked about. That's what everyone talked about is the refs. And I feel like, again, people are looking at this saying, there's no way they let the refs become a headline in the Super Bowl. They can't, right? There's just no way. It's going to happen. I promise you, if the Chiefs win, like I think they will, the refs are going to be the story. There's going to be a call or two, same as there was the last time they played the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Holding call, there's a huge breakaway Saquon run, ghost holding call, brings it back, doesn't count. There's going to be flags throughout the game that people will look back on and be like, wow, they did it again. So I'm not fading it. I'm not trying to go against the grain here. If I think something's going to happen, I'm going to bet on it. So Chiefs all the way. It sounds like we're pretty split on this.
Yep, 2-2, baby.
2-2.
2-2.
Well, there it is. The Super Bowl, I mean, it's finally here.
Oh yeah.
It's the last game of the season.
Very bittersweet.
Let us know in the comments
bittersweet.
who you think is going to win. Is there any way the Eagles can pull this out? The Chiefs just look dominant. I mean, they've been a juggernaut the last, 2.5, 3
6
years.
years.
Well, 6 years, but they haven't lost a damn playoff game
Yeah.
in the last 3
Patrick
seasons.
Mahomes,
So
baby.
let us know what you think. Drop a comment. Our next episode is every prop bet you need to be betting, and that's the one I'm most excited for. So lock in with us. We're getting every bet that you need in the Super Bowl.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Or not. I don't care. Okay, bye.